Hi Pisces, I hope that you're all doing well. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. Okay, so I'm getting a big message here about protecting your energy. I don't know like where exactly it's coming from, whatever energy this is that's being projected on to you, but I'm getting a big thing about grounding, also standing your ground, and like maybe even deflecting something again that it feels like it's something that's being projected onto you. You can be doing something and like maybe other people don't agree with it, or other people don't understand it, or they have different opinions than you do on something. You could even be in a setting where like what you're doing is challenged, or a lot of people have opinions about it. Whatever it is, it looks like there's a focus less so on what other people are doing and what they're again trying to project onto you, and more so about you knowing that what you're doing is right for you, that you believe in what you're doing, and that being the thing that matters here because it's important to you. So it's something that you're going to continue doing, and also working to find ways to maybe deal with how other people are interacting with you, what they're projecting onto you. Find ways that bring you a sense of peace. Because no matter what you do, there are always going to be people that don't agree with it, or people that have something to say about it. So it feels like it's finding your own way to process something that's going on. Because it looks like it's not something that you're going to be compromising on. It's something that you believe in, something that you're doing. For some of you, it's something that means everything to you. So it's about, finding ways to move with the ebbs and the flows of energy without getting tripped up in it. It's about flowing with everything. I'm also hearing safeguarding. You may be kind of keeping things more to yourself, interacting less with outer sources is what I'm hearing. Maybe this is kind of like keeping your manifestations to yourself, and unless you know that you have support somewhere, like not really sharing what you're doing, minding your business. It looks like you have a lot going on that you're doing. To have the Nine of Pentacles, it speaks about independence. It speaks about what you value. It speaks about what you've worked hard for, the work that you've put in to like finally reap the benefits of what you've planted, of what you've sown, of all of your manifestations. I'm hearing the word rich. I'm seeing this be related to like the things that you've invested your resources in, and that does not just need to be financially. This is like your time, your energy, your effort, your willpower, on you, on your creativity. I'm seeing you look very confident with something that you're doing. It looks like something's going really well for you. And like, if these are not two cards that show absolute independence, autonomy when it comes to your creation, how you create yourself, how you interact with the things that you touch, the energy that you give off, what you're doing for yourself. This feels very business related. I'm hearing the word empire. For some of you, you could be doing some sort of thing that's related to entrepreneurship. I'm also hearing director. There could be something that you're leading. You could be taking charge of like a creative project. For some of you, this feels again like very business, company, LLC, I'm hearing. I'm seeing you really be the passion behind what this is. Like, I'm seeing you on a very, very creative streak here with what you're doing. I'm seeing a theme of animals here. Yeah, without a doubt. For some of you, there's been some creative business that you've been working on. And you may be at a point now where you are like finally seeing the product of what you've been doing. It's like, where has all of this energy, where have all of these resources been going? And it seems like you're finding out. It seems very much like, I don't know how long you've been working on what you've been working on, but it feels like now you are at a point where you can tell that there is like some sort of significant outcome that you are yielding. I'm getting the word yielding specifically when it comes to feeling like you are like now being compensated. This feels like something very special and unique to you with the Queen of Wands. Like, I feel like this is something original that you're doing, something that it feels like only you could be doing this thing. Only you could be sharing this thing. It's like a very special, I'm also hearing technical position that you've cultivated for yourself. And I'm seeing like such a nice mix of masculine and feminine energy here as well, like something very big that is suspended in the balance for you, that deliberately you have worked on to develop. Following an intuitive business process. I'm seeing there have been times when you've had to make like very delicate decisions when it comes to like resources. Again, whether this be like money, time, energy, like which projects you're going to work on, how you're going to work on them. I keep hearing module. Yeah, I'm seeing like, I'm hearing the word crafty now. I'm seeing this energy where it's been like very deliberately trying to build this structure related to the career, related to independence, related to like the actual job that's getting done and what's being produced by your actions, like how you're allotting your time and your resources. I'm seeing like such a careful, it's like every step of the way following your intuition before you do something, before you make a big choice related to you're related to your resources. I'm also hearing research. Yeah, to make sure that it's going to be a good investment. This makes so much sense. So like businessy, how this is coming through. You may have even done something where now you can kind of sit back and relax. It seems like you've even gotten to a point where, because of what is being yielded by the work that you've been putting in, like you don't need to be doing as much as you were doing before. You can kind of just like sit within it. It feels almost like a passive income type of vibe, and maybe you feel like you're getting closer to that sort of thing for you if like money were the goal. I'm not seeing that be the be all end all. I'm seeing that kind of be like a byproduct of like you're going to have a job and so money is going to come from it, and you're also like doing something that you clearly care about very much. I'm seeing a lot of passion for what you do and a lot of like unique creative energy. I'm getting this emphasized with the Queen of Wands here, and also somebody that's become their own business person, like an entrepreneur in some sort of sense. I'm seeing there be like control and also confidence related to a position that you're playing, and also really feeling like you get to put your touch on it. I'm seeing this be more important than anything. I'm seeing like the creativity and you feeling confident about what you're doing and feeling like you're in touch with yourself and like your imagination and like where you pull all of that from. I'm seeing that be like first and foremost, like the biggest thing for you. And then kind of secondhand is like that business aspect of it. It's like this is also very important, but I'm seeing like this also come first. And I'm seeing something that like intuitively you've been like working through, especially when it comes to like 3D decisions that you've been making. Seeing like feeling so very in touch with your intuition related to like your creative and also your business process. So now we get to a point where it seems like you can finally relax. Or maybe you get to relax more often, or maybe you're focusing on like self-care, like some sort of vacation even. Yeah. I'm seeing it just be like, okay, listening intuitively to the process of things related to business. It's like, how do I allocate resources? Where do I put them? Is this a good decision for me to make? Good as in, what is my team telling me here? And because you've been so careful with that, making sure, I just dropped the Six of Pentacles, but it's about making sure that what you are investing in, you feel like you're going to get the type of return that you want. No matter what that return looks like, it's all about like what you specifically want. And I'm seeing that come through for you. I'm seeing like a lot of you being very generous with your time and maybe even feeling like you've been led in a way where you are co-creating. And that's also why things have been so successful for you, because of following that instinct, the intuitive instinct, heeding your intuition. In the past, you may have really struggled a lot with your confidence, actually. It could have... It's interesting. What I'm getting, Pisces, is that this thing that has made you so successful, like not just as a business person but also as an individual, this thing that has allowed you to be so successful is something that you may have specifically been insecure about in the past. For some of you, you were even made fun of for this. This feels very Chiron related. But yeah, I'm seeing like this sense of like insecurity in the past, maybe even related to like your abilities and your creativity, and if that could also like yield the type of product that you were looking to benefit from, receive the output of. Yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of past experiences and situations that resulted in like things not going according to plan. But I'm seeing like this is something that could have definitely affected you like on a psychological level, and if you allowed it, it could have also stopped you from pursuing things that you wanted to pursue. Like you may have kind of even second guessed something. It feels like there was like probably an awakening or something of that sort that you went through that encouraged you down the path that you've followed now. Because like something would have had to change based off of your past experience. So it seems even like it led to a significant moment for you where you ended up being like, you know what, I'm just gonna like go all out, like I'm really gonna commit to this thing, like I trust in my creative vision. wholeheartedly, completely. But yeah, in the past, like, maybe even from around you, maybe there were significant people within your past that didn't particularly encourage you, maybe quite the opposite you felt. And maybe you also felt like, in a way, you missed out on certain things because of, like, maybe being different. Like, there's a sense even of loneliness and maybe feeling like you didn't connect in the ways that you wanted to, and maybe like you weren't, like, seen. But as somebody that is so special and so ethereal, as like Pisces represents, there is something to, like, grow more accustomed to when it comes to not necessarily being, like, perceived wholly by other people, because not everybody is able to, like, get on the frequency to share that vision, and that may have led to you feeling disconnected in ways, especially within your past experiences. But when you made the choice to commit to your authenticity and your creativity and your vision, and you being a creator, like being one with that aspect of yourself, I'm seeing like so much that has come from that. Exactly. So much that you have built. And it's all based off of, like, your specialized individual vision. And so now there's even an okay where you, a point where you become okay with, like, past people not having understood that. Because there could have been a time where, like, maybe you felt very focused on that or preoccupied by what had happened, like, as you were stepping into the place that you're stepping into. And now I'm seeing, like, this new form. I'm also hearing brand of confidence that you have, Pisces. This feels so elevated. So I'm seeing a change. So once one decides to deliberately change their focus, like, rather than on, like, past loss and the things that could get you caught up, where you're like overthinking and feel like you can't get out of it, it's like, as soon as you start focusing on the things that you do want to focus, there's like a change. You immediately shift your energy, channel your energy elsewhere, and something entirely different comes from that. Spirit-led. To me, it even seems like the things that did not go as according to plan didn't go according to plan, just so you could shift your gaze elsewhere. And it's like, as soon as you do, you, like, understand what this was all about. All about what you were meant to be doing. So it's like those things that didn't work out on purpose. It was all to continue pushing you towards where you were meant to go. And so as soon as you were like, I'm going to go with the flow of things rather than try to swim against the current, it, like, leads you right to spirit. It leads you right to where you're being guided and what you're being guided to do. This does feel like a moment of having a spiritual awakening. It seems like, after, what I'm getting is that there were, like, even episodes of things that did not work out, but it even seems like something maybe significant, even though there were steps to it. Meaning, let's say this more clearly. It wasn't just like one traumatic event that you went through that, like, you felt really stuck in. I'm seeing it be like multiple things that had happened, and then there was like a last thing that kind of pushed you to the point of, like, having some sort of awakening, and then being directly connected. Like, I'm seeing even something get lit up, connected with spirit. And this is something that you could have always been aware of, but it's like maybe something, it was like this last string of events needed to happen in order for you to like solidify something related to your path and also related to spirit, where you're being guided. I'm seeing you also be very connected with your spirit guides. Like I'm seeing a whole team here that you have, Pisces. I'm hearing string, I'm hearing string theory. And so all of that stuff from the past was meant to lead you to exactly where you are. Because I'm seeing, hi baby. That's O, if anybody can hear her. Hi. So what I'm getting is that like all of those things that didn't work out, that like when you were experiencing them, you could have been like very focused on them. When the energetic shift redirection happens, there's a sense of getting so close with spirit and your spirit guides, and because you have that connection, feeling like you can transcend any obstacles that are placed in front of you, like even effortlessly at times, even in a way where like people that are not inside of your head or spirit or like auric field like wouldn't be able to, I'm hearing explain or understand like how you're able to figure out things that you're able to figure out, but I'm seeing it be directly related to like your connection with your team specifically. I'm seeing this very, very special relationship here. I'm hearing, so how is it all connected? I'm hearing we're going to get to that. I'm also hearing it was a choice of strength. What I'm getting is that because you were faced with a choice, it's like you could have kept focusing on those things that didn't work out and just crumbled there. Or you could have allowed yourself to be redirected, and that's where the proof of your resiliency lies, is what I'm hearing. I'm even getting a moment of like feeling such fierce anxiety, or like even feeling like you're not going to succeed, or whatever it is, feeling ineffective, and standing in that and being like, I need to find a way to deal with this. And even if me dealing with this doesn't mean it's going to go away, because it's happening and it's here and I'm acknowledging that, there's a notion here of, rather than trying to ignore it, to embrace it and not allow it to hold you back from what you actually want to do, especially when it comes to your creative and artistic expression, especially when it comes to just you expressing yourself in a way that feels authentic to you, whether it be on projects, whether it be how you're interacting with people, the way that you're representing your body. It's like all of these things that are special to you, what you do with those things. Things that maybe you feel like make you different from other people, and how you celebrate those differences. Your unique nature. It seems too that you granted yourself opportunities by the ways that you chose to deal with things on the emotional front, and like how you've developed through those processes, how it's given you opportunities to seize, how like there have been many people that have come into your life that you felt attractions to, different types. I'm not just talking about sexual attraction, I'm talking about like anything that brings you together with another person in a state of passion, is what I'm hearing, and grants you the opportunity to like work with them and learn with them. And I'm seeing a lot of things that maybe felt like they were burning very brightly but maybe didn't end up lighting the way down a path that you thought they were going to go down, that you thought you guys were going to go down. So there's a sense of like I'm seeing all these different characters that come into your life that you feel this like intense attraction and connection with for like all of these different reasons, and how like many of them taught you how to actually learn from these energies and kind of adopt things that you saw within them and kind of take them for yourself, and I'm hearing wear them as your own. So it's like they taught you these like even life skills, and you may have thought that they were coming around for reasons maybe to stick around, and then in the end it was more so a moment where rather than keeping them around physically, there was something else energetically that you were meant to like even absorb from these different energies that were coming towards you. Because it almost seems like these different energies that had significant impacts on you that end up kind of fading away. And it's like you're left here not just with yourself, but also with what you've gained through the experiences you've had with these people. But it feels again like for some reason these people didn't stick. But I'm seeing like the experiences you had with them are still very significant, even if like physically they're not around. Like there were things that you were meant to take from these experiences to give you like new opportunities to open up doors, and also to help you like collaborate with actually who you were meant to be collaborating with once you got far enough within your development. What it looks like to me is that there is somebody, this feels like a relatively new energy that is kind of around the perimeter of your energetic field. I'm seeing this vision of like your energy being a bubble. I'm actually seeing like very silver mirror-ish with your energy, and I'm seeing someone like just on the outskirts of it. And what I'm getting is that somebody's going to come through. It seems like this person knows about you. They may want to work with you. They want something with you. This may be strictly professional. I don't know if it's going to be for everybody, but I'm seeing this person like definitely have a heightened curiosity, interest in you, in working with you. I'm seeing this be a new opportunity, an opportunity for you to maybe learn about this person. This feels very new, whatever it is. Fresh, I'm also hearing. I'm seeing two very mature looking energies here. Like there's a sense of being experienced, seasoned. That's the type of vibe that I'm getting, but there's a sense of also like open curiosity here as well. It's interesting because the way that I'm reading this energetically is like one person, so say one person is like busy doing work and it's like they're not really looking up nor paying attention to like who's around them, who's watching them, whatever. So it's like this person is just over here minding their business, and it's like there's another person staring at them. I'm not getting this in a creepy way, but it's like there's a person like observing person A who is just working, but they haven't done anything yet. It feels more like your guide's just letting you know that like someone is seeing you within the environment, and there's like a potential for this to maybe do something for you on the emotional front, especially when it comes to like connectivity. And this person may not make a move yet because they're still trying to kind of sort out, maybe suss out how they're feeling towards you and if they think things are compatible. For some reason, this person, again, I'm feeling like they have not made a move yet, but I'm seeing them be like very aware of you, and you may not necessarily be aware of them, maybe until now. Because I'm also seeing like some sort of mystery related to this person. I'm hearing something about fighting the odds. Maybe this person also cares about the way that they come through, and they don't want to come through as the Knight of Wands because they think that would just wreck things. It's like they don't want to come through recklessly. They don't want to be perceived in that way. And maybe they're also like thinking about like, should I enter in? Should I approach this person? Should I not? But yeah, somebody's thinking about working with you. And again, this would be like it's either a new person or it would be like a very clean slate that you had with them, whoever this person is. And like, I don't know what the nature of this is. It's like, it could be romantic, it could be a business thing, it could be platonic, but whatever it is, I'm seeing someone for sure interested in you and wanting to like collaborate or work with you or interact with you in some way. Like they want to have some sort of exchange with you. This is also about, like, if this person does come through, it's also about asking yourself if it's worth it to you to be doing this. Like, if you feel like you are going to... Is this a way that you want to be, like, spending your time and energy where you feel like it's going to be worth it to you? Like, do you feel like you have the time? So, again, it's all about, like, your choice here and what you want to do with this when it comes to be... Because I'm seeing a lot about... You know, in the top, how we were talking about like your investments and being very deliberate with like how you're allocating resources. It feels like this is also coming into question again, but it seems like it's related to like your interpersonal relationships now. So it's like, who are you spending your time with? Like, who are you getting into new relationships with? For some of you, you're meeting new people or a new person, and things feel like very mysterious right now, about where things are going to be headed. But it seems like it's like that, so you pay attention to what's going on and don't just like take a situation for granted. It's so you like really think about this and make sure that it's going to be a right fit for you. I'm looking at Taurus, Cancer. I'm hearing Mercury very clearly, and Uranus. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.